Welcome back, everybody. Well, sit up straight. Don't slouch. Bend with your knees. Huh? Used to hear this all the time, but really, how often do we think about our posture?
Well, today we're going to learn how to improve and maintain good posture. Please welcome Dr. Mike Skiby. Welcome. Thank you for being with us today. So you say that we're not born with bad posture. Well, how do we develop bad posture?
Absolutely. When we're younger and when we're children, whatnot, we learn how to eventually sit, and we eventually learn how to stand up and then walk. One of those things that we're learning about is dealing with gravity. And so as we start, we're fine. And then as we get older, we start to cheat and play around with gravity, essentially.
Are we getting lazy?
We're getting lazy, and we're cheating.
And we're cheating?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a great example of that would be when you're a little child and you pick something up, often what they'll end up doing is they'll squat straight down, their upper bodies are straight, and they're using their legs.
Show us how a little one does this.
So a little kid will come over to the spot, and they'll pick their toy up, and they'll just go plunk.
Yep.
Pick it up, and then away they go, and they start running again.
And that's perfect posture.
Whereas you would...
I would bend over.
Or grab it.
Or I'd ask somebody who's in the room to pick it up for me. But I would bend over and just pick it up like that.
Yeah, and so what you're doing is you're cheating because you think that's the shortcut, but essentially what you're doing is you're creating more stress and tension in your body.
Okay. Oh, so it's actually worse for us, you know, so cheating's
It's worse
not
for you in
good.
the long run. You can do it once or twice, you could maybe do it 100 times, but eventually it's going to catch up with you.
Okay.
And that's where posture comes in. You'll actually end up being able to see those changes. So it's not like it's the impression that people see when they first meet you.
Absolutely.
And it also actually reflects how healthy or well you are.
It's true. You know, when you stand straight and tall, you look healthy and strong.
Yeah.
When you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next place is the office. That's where you're going to see, or at a desk.
Yeah,
That's
a
where
lot of people, you know,
sitting.
work in an office environment. They're sitting at a desk or they have a computer at home, and this is where a lot of people end up contributing more towards that stress and tension that then affects your health.
Can I show you how I sit at a desk? Absolutely. Because we have a desk over here. I have a bed next to my desk, and I lay in it. No, I actually have a desk similar to this, and I have a chair like this. Now, this is how I do it when I'm working, which is very rare. But anyway, so this is what I would be doing.
So a lot of people would sit back, relax, have the laptop in front of them and whatnot, and just sit however they think might be comfortable.
Or you also see a lot of people like this, kind of hunched over into it, right? With
Forwards or backwards, neither is good. Ideally, again, sitting upright, keeping your shoulders back. But when you work in the computer, there's a couple of quick tips that you can look for. One of the things is, if you're sitting in a chair, you want to actually use the backrest. And so what you can do is check the space behind your back. Slide your hand just behind your back. And if it's nice and tight, then you're fine. If it's got space, that means there's potential for stress. So you want to scoot your bum all the way back and then sit upright.
And so the worst thing you can do is sit at the end of your chair.
A lot of people just get up and down from the chair, so they always sit at the front. So you never get to use the backrest.
So you don't want to have any room really behind you, because that gives you the opportunity to do this or just fall forward.
Exactly.
If my back wants to touch the back of the chair, I'm going to be in the perfect position.
So that's the first tip. The second tip now is if you have your hands on your laptop or on your mouse or on your telephone, what you want to do is pay attention to the space between your elbow and your body. So right now we have...
See how I do it? I'm like this.
We have a fairly large gap here. What you want to do is either bring the work closer to you or bring yourself closer to your work. And then what you'll end up doing, so slide forward.
So come forward.
Now look at the space between your elbow and your body.
Oh,
it's just barely any space there.
I see, so not like this, like this. Or
even forwards like this.
Even forward, keep it tight. So if I'm like this and I'm in here like, I'm gonna be nice and tight. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and if I go on the phone, it's more here rather than going like this.
Yeah, and your phone should be closer to you rather than further away.
Because mine on my desk is actually way over here, and I'm constantly straining to get to it.
Depends on how often you use it.
Not very often. Not many people call me. Not many people call me. They call Steven.
So that, and then also your monitor. So working on a laptop would be not ideal because of the fact that your vision should be sort of straight ahead into the horizon, so to speak. So with a laptop, you're always having to put your head down.
Down.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
that brings you out of posture or proper alignment.
Now, Mike, if we're at our desk, is there like a little stretch or something that we can do to kind of alleviate some kind of pain?
Yeah, because you're there for a long period of time.
A lot of people end up spending 8 or more hours in their office or at home or whatever in front of the computer. So a couple things you can do is sort of refresh your body and your energy is just do a couple shoulder rolls, forwards or backwards, doesn't matter. And then you can take your hands behind your back, squeeze your shoulder blades together behind your back for a couple seconds, and then breathe in, breathe out, and relax and just let your arms hang down.
And then give it.
So something as simple as that, or even just getting up away from the desk, leaving.
And going home.
And just walking away, going home.
I'm out
but
of
you know
here.
what? Also, we're on planes a lot, and you know what? I could
the same
just
tip applies for planes because you're just sitting for a long period of time, every hour or so. Get up, go to the area between the bathroom where there's a little extra space in that area of the plane, and then just do some of the stretches and move your body.
Do your shrug roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's do it. All right.
Okay, now
I
you
love
also
that.
have a quick little, I guess, visual to see if someone has bad posture.
Yeah, so a lot of people will, posture indicates your health, and so what people sometimes rely on is how they feel, and that's not necessarily the case. What you can actually see from your posture is how your body's adapting, and so your muscles and your bones will begin to become out of balance.
Sure.
Yeah, just like how you're driving your car and all of a sudden your car will start pulling to the one side. Same thing will happen with your body. So standing sideways like this, the center of your head is essentially where your ear is, just there, and the center of your upper body is where on a shirt you have the shirt seam that comes across the tip of your elbow, tip of your shoulder, and these two should line up on top of each other. That means you're nice and neutral. It means you're saving energy. It means you're not getting tired, fatigued, and causing problems.
Conserving energy. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
For some people, you see them, and they have this happening.
Oh, the forward.
Yeah.
I do that because it makes me look thinner.
You look thinner.
And he does.
I look thinner, but shorter.
If you stand tall, you look thinner. Tall and slim, right?
That's a good tip. Okay.
So head comes forward, people start getting the shoulders around, and then eventually they have a cane, right?
Sure. Okay.
So an example of your head is that it weighs about 10 or 12 pounds.
Right.
So if it's balanced, you're spending the least amount of energy. If your head starts coming more and more forward, essentially what ends up happening is it weighs more on the muscles across your neck and your shoulders, and then that's where you start getting drained and you start having headaches. Strained, strained, and exactly.
Okay. So what is this here, Mike?
This is a 10-pound ball.
Wow.
So imagine your head. The further away it is from your body, how easy is that to carry?
That ain't easy.
No.
And so if he does this for 8 hours a day, how long do you think you could do that for?
About 4 more minutes. Not even.
Exactly.
Then I'm out of here.
So that's why it's so important to have
this how much your head weighs?
Right there.
Feel how much this is how much your head weighs.
So this is my head on my shoulders if I'm leaning it forward. If my head's really forward and it just gets heavier and heavier and drags down, drags down.
The further your head goes out and the more stress and tension you have here.
But the closer I bring it in, the less heavy it is. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So for some people, that stress and tension develops headaches. It could be just carpal tunnel. It could be.
But just the fact that it creates exhaustion is another thing that I did not know. I didn't know you could actually get tired from bad posture.
So at the end of the day, you end up feeling wiped. You just want to go home and lie down.
I can't even hold this in my hand close to me. It's so heavy. So I'm just going to put that puppy right down.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, I think that's fantastic information. Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being here. Now I now know how to sit at my desk. I'm going to have to actually do some work now. I don't know if that's going to happen. Anyway, don't go away. We'll be right back. Thank you very much. That's great.